If you own a hotel that a movie was shot in, you kind of get a little nerdy about it. So I've had several people ask me to kind of break down the befores and after. I guess this obviously is terms of endearment, as the thumbnail said. I'm just going to kind of walk through some of the scenes and show you exactly what it looks like now and kind of my take on where this stuff is at. Or some of it was actually built for the film. And again, I've heard this just from several people over the years that come in and say, did you know? And if you know otherwise, or if you have more stories, put it down in the comment section of the video on YouTube. Like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the Holodome remodel. If you're not familiar with our channel, because I'm guessing this might reach a different demographic than I normally reach. So anyhow, we're going to be talking about the video. I'm just going to really quick show you these stills, and I'll show you what it looks like inside of my hotel now. Okay, so check this out. This area right here, I think is actually where the bathrooms were at, okay? Right now we have bathrooms that were built in. You could tell they were added after the fact. And I think that this countertop was there. And I think the front desk area now was actually an office space. You can see where they have the office space. You can see that this obviously is, I think it used to be office space. I think this used to be an office. And I think from here to right about here, well, where the bathrooms end, I think that's where the actual check-in stuff was at. And I think that used to be office spaces also. Which honestly, I mean, I personally like the check-in area where you come and it's to your right and it's done, you know? I think my intention is going to be to actually blast through this wall so you can get to the actual rooms without having to walk all the way around the building or go outside. So that's one thing I'm thinking about changing. I don't really like the bathrooms at all anyway. We have another set inside the main dome, but for right now, let's get rid of them. When I bought the hotel, this was not there. I took out a permit to put it back. So I paid money to have this thing back. Mainly because the front desk AC system does not actually work without these doors. All the cold air from the front desk goes into the dome. And the dome was actually built to be, you know, like a greenhouse. Quick little rant. Inside of the paper, when we shut down the hotel, one of the comments somebody said was, it's just so dang hot in there. It was built to be hot. The whole thing was meant to be very warm. Well, I mean, it helped that there was a giant pool that made it feel like it was tropical, but anyhow. So anyhow, I put back this metal glass door thing. Check out the floor here. It almost looks like it's a copper floor. When I took up the floor to replace the tile at the front desk area, I actually found a type of granite. If I have a picture of it inside of my Google Photos, I'll try to put that on top of the screen also. This weird little square thing here is still there. Not really sure. I guess it was a planter. It's still there. There's no ballroom, I don't believe, inside this actual thing. Here you go. So here's a little piece of that stone I was talking about. This is what I think the floor was actually originally. It's a high-end type of granite. I think this entire floor is all made of that granite. I had an antique dealer that came by the other day to, he wanted to just kind of look around and, you know, I'd do the tour thing. So somebody pointed out that there used to be cigarette machines, and there you go. It's true. Now, I'm going to walk you through my area, and I'll show you this game room was built out a lot further than it is now. That's where your smoke machines would have been. And I think right here, from right there to maybe right here is where the game room was. And that either was part of the rest of the bar, or it's an addition or something else. Okay, so as far as the old game room area is concerned, I don't believe it had windows in the actual video. Okay, so check it out. The pool literally went right up to the game room. And now there's a huge gap in between the two. Let's see how to get rid of this subtitles. So you'll see the edge of the pool right here literally went up right up to the game room. So this whole chunk came out. Now we have a hallway goes there, and this is still built out this way. But this is all gone. This has all been removed. We still have it as a game room. It's just different. I think it was just a wall. And like I said, I think it was either office spaces or storage units or something in there. And the game room would have come, here's that edge of the pool. The game room would have basically come like right here. So it would have been like that and just popped out, I think. And I think this was like the walkway. I don't know. It also looks like that wall is pretty square. So maybe it wasn't as close as I thought, but it looked like you just could walk into the pool. So this is that classic scene that everybody remembers of Terms of Endearment in the old Holodome. This is probably what I end up using for my thumb title. This is the pool before it had the giant fence around it. Just noticed some really fun things here. That metal railing is still actually there inside of the railing around the second story right now. It's underneath the piece of siding. It just doesn't really go to code anymore. You have to make sure a toddler's head, so 4-inch gap doesn't exist, and that's greater than a 4-inch gap. Okay, what else here? You'll see the staircase right here. Again, same staircase. These staircases, from what I was told, were actually built for this movie. Originally, the Holodome did not have the staircases on the inside. They were only on the outside, and it was like a balcony, and so you'd look across. Like I said, the white fence was built across here, which obviously meant they had to move the game room back and change some things. And you'll see, actually, if you look at my pool wall, they added on this chunk here that's missing to build it in to make it look more uniform, because now you can't just walk into the pool. If you guys know the pool, again, it's one of those slow declining type things. Slowly gets deeper. So I guess the thought would have been just literally walk out of the dome area into the pool. I'm just kidding. We're not going to ignore the giant pool. This massive pool is what everybody in Lincoln remembers and what everybody wants brought back. Since I get asked this almost on a daily basis, might as well just cover it. Why haven't we brought the pool back? We've tried a couple times. I'll do a video on it. It's literally a whole story in itself. But long story short, the cast iron pipes that run alongside the inside of this, turns out that they are also corroded. So we'll have to dig up this whole chunk. And that'll be another adventure. Make for some really good YouTube. If you subscribe, you can see that in the future. I too want the pool brought back. It has cost me a fortune to attempt it. And the only thing that's keeping me right now, I don't know if you can see, we did redo the main drain. We did redo a lot of the plumbing all the way back to the into the basement. But when we went to go start it up, these stairs over here started leaking. Stairs shouldn't leak. Turns out that the cast iron recirculating line that goes around the pool has some holes. So that'll be fun. If we decide to keep throwing money into this money pit, then we'll have to really dig up the outside of the pool and redo all that plumbing too. So, and then at that point, might as well retile the thing, right? It wasn't the same original tile, so nobody can be mad at me about that. We still have those tables and chairs. Those are still in the dome. Don't get me wrong. We've had people over the years that have swiped a couple of them, I'm sure, but those are still in the dome.
Hi, Granny.
Laura? We don't have that light. That's interesting. In fact, I have no idea how that's being powered unless it's like an arm type thing, because there's no electrical on the ceiling at all. Here's that scene with, what's his butt? Jack Nicholson. So, this is just hardy board that's been attached over the cast iron. Now, as I mentioned, the cast iron is a problem. That's kind of been the major issue with this entire building, from the reason I had to replace the boiler and chiller system to the reason why the pool doesn't work. I'm sure that this will not 100% be perfect, but actually it kind of feels like steel. Well, I don't know. Anyhow, long story short, it is underneath here because current code says you can't have an area that kids can fall through. So what do? Either you cover it with glass, I guess, if you want to keep the nostalgic look, you transform it, or you cover it like that. So, I don't know. It's an option. You know, those things going white is actually a really good idea. It would make it look a lot brighter in here. I saw a lot of holodomes people spray painted the ceiling white or black also. Okay, so that's it. For those of you that care, yes, we do still have the putt-putt golf. And all of our plants are dead. I did spend a couple $1,000 at one point trying to revive them 2 years ago, maybe it was a year ago, right before the shutdown. And this is their current state of affairs. It is dead. It is all dead.
Who would have expected?
We do still have a lot of the fake trees, which is kind of cool. Although I think that after, what, 60 years, we probably should replace them. I don't know. So if you guys have stories about this old holodome, if you know anything about it that I don't know, or maybe I know it, I don't know. Just leave it in the comments of the YouTube video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know the rumors about it, the positive rumors. Yes, we all know that it's gone to not a good place in the last, couple decades. But before that, it was cool. Everybody liked holodomes. Holodomes were cool. This one was really cool. This is your childhood. Just give me your thoughts. Let me know in the comments section. And just a thought, I can actually bring this thing back if we have enough subscribers and enough people that actually care about it. Just believe it actually is that simple. You get paid per view. So, all right, guys, please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any ideas for future videos. Again, our normal stuff is just what we're doing with the renovation of this old holodome in Lincoln, Nebraska. If you guys are looking for terms of endearment, it is free on YouTube. I didn't have much luck with the video syncing up with the audio, so I switched and got it from Amazon for $4. It is now available online. When I first bought the hotel, I couldn't find the video though. Nostalgic happiness.
We're together.